champ, 3-time European champ, Mosconi Cup winning team member Fedor Gorst, right there. All right. Heard a lot about him. We'll see how it goes here.
Nice lad.
Okay, everyone. We are live here at the Turning Stone Classic in Verona, New York, with AZB TV, Upstate Al. In the booth here, my name is Bobby Chamberlain, along with Michael Yednick and Eddie Irvin Crane.
Knock it off, man. Don't knock it off, bro.
Mr. Irvin Crane is your middle name. We just renamed you.
You must be out of your mind.
Let me see your feet. Do you wear a size 15 like Irvin wore? I mean, I'm telling you, when I saw him, he had the biggest feet.
I get
all right.
Size 11 and 10 and a half on the other foot.
Oh, two different sizes. Okay.
Comes with virtually all of them.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure to join you too. Hope it's been fun. I got to sit in one earlier.
He's sponsored by
Yeah, welcome, Michael. You had a match earlier. You can play at 6 or 8 o'clock or something tonight.
Yeah, I play again at 8. So
good for you.
Yeah, it should be fun. Playing a local New Yorker, John Smith, so that'll be an entertaining match.
You've been at it with him before.
Yeah, we've gone back and forth.
From Robbinsdale, Minnesota. He's a 2-time Minnesota state champ. The regular here at Turning Stone. He had a 5th, 6th finish not too long ago. It's just hard, very hard to do.
Well, guys are going out on a limb and picking winners already on the stream.
Demetrius Gelatis, right there. All right.
I would never bet against Mika, hardly ever.
New York. He's our current tour point leader. He's
too much experience, just too Hall of Famer, just too much experience.
He just won the Ocean State 9.
Yeah, I seen his warm-ups and he's hitting great.
Well, whatever decisions Mika makes, it's 99% it's the right ones. Just been around a long time. Just Hall of Famer. Just the experience doesn't come any better.
Well, he won everything. Yeah, sure. Won it all.
He's got several finishes on our tour as well as the Predator Tour. He plays out of Gallery Billiards in Newburgh. Mike Tuhig.
Right, so it looks like Mika won the lag. He's going to start the first break.
Then he hit the lag real well. He almost placed it on the rail.
So Mika's from Finland, is that right? And he's living locally in New York?
Yeah,
is that correct too?
Yeah, he lives in New York City, New York, when he's not traveling, which he's usually traveling. So he's there like 3 months out of the year probably.
In his first tournament
all right, so his main home is in New York City then. And this other guy he's playing is from Kuwait. I don't think anybody traveled farther than he did. Awadi is his name.
Welcome, Tyler
Mika plays out of our homeroom, Amsterdam Billiards, along with Thorsten Holman, who's playing a couple tables up.
Oh,
you see this right here?
Two of the local pros there, house pros maybe?
Yeah.
You see what happened right there? Mika, he gave Mika the racket, have him racket. I tried that last night because my back was killing me, and they wouldn't let me do it. The referee jumped down my throat and says, "You can't do that."
I think it was explained in the rules that if both players agree, I think it's okay.
Yeah, then Mike even came over. He said, "No, the loser has to rack."
Yeah, Mike does not want the player breaking racking.
Maybe force a habit there.
Yeah.
All right, from Elmont.
So great break by Mika. He's got a good shot in the 1. He might have to go back and forth for the 3.
4-time Predator Amateur Tour
if he gets on the 3, he looks to be out.
Right here, he's been here a couple
times.
No,
in the players' meeting, you're allowed to check the racks, just not scrutinize them. I mean, you're not going to sit there and argue for 5 minutes. Mike Sugan doesn't put up with that. But you're allowed to make sure all the balls are touching. If something's not right, you're allowed to mention to the person racking, but no arguments in the racks.
They'll put a stop to that, all that, picky unit stuff, though.
Little unfortunate he got frozen on the rail, guys. He's got to come with a decent shot here, although it's by the pocket. He might lose the cue a little bit.
He's a regular on our tour.
And now he's got to come up for the 5 here also.
Yeah, he was able to get good angle on the cue, so that was the main thing there. Didn't get behind the 6 and got shape on the 4 to get to the 6.
Well, if he can bump out a little bit, that's fine, or he's going to force follow this.
Or draw it up or stun it out, right? He's got to.
Yeah, like a draw stun. We're going to find out as soon as he goes to aim the ball. He's got 2 decisions here.
Yeah, he's going to hit it hard.
I think forward's probably my first choice.
He could go forward here?
No, he's going draw, so he can beat the 6.
All right.
He was able to beat the 6.
Oh, he hit that real well.
Made it look so easy.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to make everything look easy.
Does the 7 go by the 9 guys, do you know?
No,
no.
Not to the left.
All right, so he's got to play good position from the 6 to the 7, and that'll decide the rack.
Players, you should have your cell phones put away completely, please. Good luck, everyone. Let's not forget our Q raffle. We have
Well, if he gets the cue ball a little past where he's at now, he can utilize a side, but from the side pocket, it's really hard to get to the 7. It's on the other side of the table.
Oh, he really
Be careful.
No, he's okay.
Right here at Turning Stone.
Hit it well.
First raffle
He'll be able to play it in the side and squirt over, I think.
Yeah, he's got the side pocket down.
Raffle will be Sunday
Or he can go into the back rail and just go, then go to the left of the 9.
You don't have to be present to win.
Drawing to the side rail. Holding the ball is important because
Ticket prices are $5 each. 3
if he goes long and has to back cut the 7, he'll have to go back around the table a little bit for the 9. So
another option would be to follow and play the 7 in the side, in the left side, depending on what angle he's got in the 6.
Good luck.
The 7 does go in the left side pocket that we're looking at. So
Yeah, I would roll down for that.
yeah, he's got a couple options here, guys.
He could roll right down to that first diamond there with that angle he's got on the 6 right here.
Nice shot by John Moore on the second table up there.
Yeah, he's getting in a
well,
rough
if he
one.
feels comfortable to draw the ball on the side and he for sure can hold it, that's fine. That would be the first option. If not, then he's going to have to go into the back rail. Let's see if he draws this ball to the side rail.
He looks like he's drawing it.
All right, he is going to the bottom rail. Okay.
Came up a little short.
Yeah.
He'll be all right, but he's a little short here. Better than hitting the 9.
I think he's just going to take a tougher shot on the 9 here instead of going around the table. Yes.
That was well hit. Nice shot. Held that up pretty good.
All right, good first rack by Mika. Not easy and got out.
Well, you definitely don't want to get behind in a couple games down from Mika. Then you're going to really be an underdog to come back.
I like the way he punched that 4 ball to get out for the 5 on the side rail there. He hit that real well. I thought he'd have to do a lot more with it, you know.
Yeah, he chose to go around the 9 as opposed to cutting over and going to the left side. So there were a couple options there. Nice choice by Mika, of course.
And you mentioned
Check the volume levels.
You were mentioning Johnny Mora, and he's playing
okay?
Kevin Clark up there, and so that's going to be a great match also. Well, there's a lot of good matches on the floor.
Oh, never mind. Somebody just said it's okay. Okay.
You have Thorsten above that table and Johnny Archer above that table. So
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
great
just didn't know
matches
if it was
going
on
on.
our end. Watch out, 9 ball.
oh, look at the 6 ball.
3, 6. Ooh, nothing fell.
I don't
This
think
is a
the
good
6
opportunity
goes.
here. You get this combination and then make the 1 and help the 2-9.
Well, you might just run the 1 all the way down the corner and just put the cue ball on the other side of the table.
Yeah, I like that. Cut it straight down.
Just eliminate the 6.
Yeah, it was staring him in the face, that 6. So.
Well, either way, he's going to get the job done. It
Yeah,
looks
this
like.
is done. Ties it up. That was a gift right there. If he made it now, Mika failed to make a ball in a break, or it'd be over already. You know. I don't know how Mika's break has been going, but I'm sure he's working on it a lot. And it's probably he probably has a real good. He's probably making the wing ball whenever he wants. Correct, Mikey?
He didn't this last rack.
Yeah, with you know, a good rack, Mika's making the wing ball every time. But,
Right.
you know, without some sort of device rack, then you're always going to have some gaps somewhere, and you got to sort of read the rack a little better. He's not as much of a technician on the rack as he is on the break, you know. And
No,
that's-
he's not. Is he one that studies him like DeShane does so much? And
I wouldn't say he's in that school. I would say he's more in the school of practicing the break and not worrying so much about the gaps.
right.
Definitely cost you.
Joe Tucker has some good videos on stuff like that.
Joe Tucker has some great videos. on
Yes,
stuff like
he
that.
does. You got if you viewers want some real good break advice, you get in touch with Joe Tucker, and it's monstrous what he learned about the breaks.
Folks, the score is being updated on the side here, not through us here. Our system, it's being done by Mike Howerton of AZ Billiards. And it does get updated. Sometimes it just takes a few seconds, or Mike is working on something else at the moment, but he'll keep it updated.
And then the other scores are updated on the other tables are updated on azbilliards.com.
Yeah, just go right to the cover. You'll see a picture of Earl Strickland. You click that link and pull down to the highlighted ones in blue, and you can see live scoring, the brackets, everything.
So I'm looking at Jimmy Rivera from playing Fedor Gorst. Jimmy's up 1-0, and he's shooting. And he seemed real confident this morning. He's geared up for it, so he's got a tough match ahead of him.
Yeah, and Awahid, or Awad, how do you pronounce his name, guys? I'm sorry. Awadi?
Awadi.
Awadi, yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awahi.
And I'm sorry if we got it wrong.
Yeah, we all butchered it then, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing great out here. He's got a nice connected out, but he's not making any errors, and he's making quick time of this easy rack.
I've only seen a few players come out of that area at Dubai and Kuwait, but he's got the contender for the top player, I would imagine.
From that area.
And you got Al Shaheen. Where's Al Shaheen?
Omar Al Shaheen. Oh boy, he's a monster.
Where's he from?
I don't know, but when he played in the in Pat's International One Pocket, the shots, the 2 rail banks that he was making, I was in awe. Everybody was. He played real well. Omar Al Shaheen, right? Yeah. You'll see a lot of that kid. These kids are young. Look at Filler. What's he, about 22 now, maybe?
3, actually.
23.
He's got a lot of age on him now. He's 23.
Yeah.
It looks like both players are sponsored by Mez. I know Mika's also sponsored by Taum, Tips, and Chalk. I believe Al Shahid is from Kuwait, guys. I'm not certain.
Well, that's what someone in the chat is saying also. I'm not certain. I'll go with that.
Yeah, both these guys are sponsored by Mez, so they probably know each other pretty well. I was talking to Mika earlier, and he said that I'm just going to call him Al, has improved his game quite a bit. And, he said it'd be a good match.
We're tied at 1.
All right. The wing ball hit short and the 1 ball hit short, but he
ball.
did get the 3 down, and he's got a shot.
Yeah, position of the 2, he's got to weave between the 4 and the 8 to get to the 2 here. I believe he can use a top or a center left here, depending on the angle he's got in this one.
Yeah, he can get through there. That'd be a
I
good shot
so.
to watch. He just doesn't want to get behind the 6 coming back over.
Yeah, I think he'll probably, looks like he's got the angle to attack the 6, but he'll also probably play a little shy just to make sure he doesn't get hooked behind the 6.
Right.
Well, he's digging.
Yeah, he is.
I think he did that to not use any English because you're not getting as much spin off the rails just yet. So he tried to stun it into position.
He also lifted up on his shot.
He caught a break
really
here too.
Clear. Well, he definitely caught a break. The 8 ball's in line to the side, but the 5's in the way, so the kick shot is out.
The 1 might carry him off the 8 and hit the 9.
Hit the 9 and make the
yeah.
9. Yeah, that's there also.
There is some luck here, possibilities. Cue ball as well. You know, he had a couple options. Mika hit that pretty soft, I think. I would have
hit that too. Yeah, I would have gave it a little.
I might have gave myself a little higher chance of luck coming in there.
Yeah. Look at this shot.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was good.
Probably draw back for position on the 4 on the side here. Dig in.
It's going to go to the back rail.
Oh, he played it safe.
Oh, very nice. Very nice shot. Wow, out in the middle there.
That must have been a steeper angle than I thought. I thought he could make that ball and get shape on the 4. He must have thought the 4 was questionable.
Oh, he's got a 1 railer here behind the 6
I
on
think
this.
he took the left rail out here. He's going to have to go to the right rail.
Yeah.
Which that's closer anyway. He's going to hit at that diamond right before the side pocket with running left English.
He might actually hit a little higher because the table's sliding so much. So he might go like diamond and a half. Oh, hit the second diamond. Yeah, the table's sliding quite a bit, guys, so he had to adjust substantially to hit that ball well.
Well, when the table's sliding and the slower you hit it, those longer the angles would tend to carry. And he didn't catch a break. He could have got a little fortune hiding behind the 8 with a cue ball, but the cue ball had a lot of speed on it.
These tables breaking in a little bit better now, do you think, after this play in the last 2 days?
I would say it's, I don't know, better, but it's playing a little different still.
Right, right.
You know, different than what we're all accustomed to.
Well, he's got a little bit of a roadmap here. This should be easy. He's going to go ahead 3-1 here. That's the way it seems.
Well, he'd like to not bump the 7 there, but at least he's sending the cue ball in the right area. Now, does he just hold it for the 6 on the other side, or does he find a way to get to the 6 to the right bottom right pocket?
Wow, boy, that cost him there.
Well, I mean, that's letting your cue ball loose. And
yeah, I wouldn't have ran into that ball if I didn't have to. I thought he could have missed it. Or like you said, he could have played it, come down and play
wow,
in the
I mean,
other
I'm
corner.
really surprised he's going this way. Is he just going to barely hit it with speed?
That's a big ball
just
there.
to drive it to the rail? Or is he going to hit it with some speed?
Oh, they're going to just...
That ain't gonna work.
No hit. Oh, boy, that's tough.
How else would you have hit it? Would you have gone long, short, long and tried to hit it?
Well, I would have just gone over here and kicked to the side rail and come back and hit it.
That's what I thought he could have done. That
I don't think the spin is catching enough, guys, for you
he
to be able
didn't
to do
have
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just slides. It slides so much right now. I don't think you would have got it.
Yeah, that could
Well,
be.
the very first thing is try not to be in that position. He really took a big risk there. When he shot that 5, I thought maybe he would just kill it and take a tough shot, cut shot on the 6, on the short side.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
He tried to go between a gap that really wasn't that much room there. All right. Well.
Oh, he's in line to get perfect here.
Oh yeah. I mean, Mika's not going to mess this up for sure. He's going to be fine.
Jimmy Rivera at the table, up 2-0 now against Fedor. Well, that would be a nice feather in your cap, wouldn't it?
I'm sure the guy playing on that table likes to hear that, don't he?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I heard that too. Well, they're done now. These guys are
Filling up
the ice ice machines over here.
Yeah, one thing about the staff here is they do try to keep the water, full for the guys. And
Hey, see if you can get a cursor on there and come over and click that thing here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Mika's doing a cut break. Probably going to hit the left side of the 1 as we're looking. Try to play the 1 and the 7. Came up dry again. That's gonna cost him.
Yeah, and he's got a good shot on the 1.
No
problems.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, no problems here.
5 to the 6 is the only ball that he's really got to move from one side of the table to the other. All the rest is pretty simple. He just pockets the 1, he'll get on the 2.
Well, like I was saying earlier, when you dissect a rack, I learned this at a young age. Right from the beginning, you'll see the balls have numbers, and I would say everything goes odd even. If you have all the odds on one side and all the evens on the other, you're causing a lot of problems in your rack. It's going to be because you got to keep going up and
back
down
and
the
forth,
table.
Sure, back and
So
forth.
look at the odds and evens when you're looking at a rack right from the gate. See, like the 5 and 6s.
That's the challenge.
As Michael
right?
said, that's going to be an issue.
But I think he can go either long around the 7 or, I like the 3 rail going long between the 7 and 6.
I'm hearing that in a delay. I don't know where. I'm hearing it over here, I believe.
Reset this here. We're hearing like a delayed sound from
He hit the play on that video.
Yeah, I hit the button.
I stay on the left side of the 5 here, and I think he can go 3 rails. Either aim for the 3rd diamond on the long rail from the corner pocket. He even has the 2nd diamond.
I'm
so
hearing
it should be
that.
all right.
Oh, you turned it.
He turned it on. Yeah.
Oh, no, don't play it.
I,
All you got to do is hit this one, Bobby.
So he's going to stay, I believe, on the left side of this 5.
thank you.
Or he can try to get thick on the 5 on the right side, where his cue ball is now. He's got those 2 options.
Use 2 fingers and scroll.
Okay, he opted for the 3 rail play.
Yeah, he'll come around nice now.
Yeah, he can come above the 7 and get position, I think, really nicely on this 6 ball.
Well, that was good. You were talking about the 5 to the 6 before, but the 4 was laying so good to get where he is now. So that was a home run for
Well,
him.
he doesn't have the 4 in the way anymore, but he does have the 7 as a ball. He should hit underneath this and drag it hard
went
2
shorter.
rails. No, he's fine. That's good. He's not going to fall straight, so he's got a little angle, so he's just got to defer to how he wants to get from the 7 to the 8.
Well, he came up good for the side pocket here.
He's got to play good speed on the 6 to the 7, and with the new cloth, he's got to be a little cautious. He doesn't want to get above the 7. He wants to stay underneath it, but he also wants to be nice and thick.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Tied at 2. Race to 9.
Wow, I mean, just really putting a lot of miles on the cue ball.
Yeah, he did, right?
I thought it was more just a stop. The 9's hanging right there.
I just thought he would have held it right
The
there.
angle
too.
you wanted was the cue ball to go toward the rail, not out. So what is he going to do? Stop this or follow it?
Oh, he drew it.
Yeah,
He's
just
got
again,
a miscue.
He tried
Yeah,
to draw it. He tried to draw it and snatch it back.
it came back to haunt him because all you had to do was
Yeah.
roll the 7 in. He tried to get 2 cues.
Yeah, that's 2 games now that he's done this at. Yeah, 2 games this has happened.
Well, it's a 2-game swing when something like that
Yeah,
happens, too. Something was bothering Mika off screen. He's going to collect his thoughts again. And
I think he was asking if he had ball in hand on a foul or something there, maybe.
No, on a
miscue?
miscue. That's not a ball in hand. That's just a miscue. He's
it
going
was,
to
no, it
draw
was
to the
somebody
rail
walk,
now.
It was somebody walking by right at the pocket where the 8 was.
Okay.
Yeah, good shot there. Mika put down. Jacked up, pulled it to the rail and back out. Nice shot.
Yeah, when Awadi, he had that 7 ball, I just figured he'd just roll it in a little
That's
bit.
what
The 9's almost a hanger.
It was, yeah.
You
I
don't
thought
have
it
to get
was
straight in, and you don't have to try to get straight on the 8. And then he
did some crazy
spun
inside draw.
spun the ball
move.
with it, and then he found himself with an out in angle where he had to try to kill it or follow it up and down because
Right.
now he created that he had a tougher shot on the 9 and he miscued.
Yeah, he could have rolled right up on that 8 nicely with that
So he
side
did
pocket.
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have even left that same 3-rail that he left on the 5 with the 8, just to come down table and play the middle of the table instead of come all the way over. So
Yeah, he didn't have to do much. I mean, he
overworked the cue there.
the one place he put the cue ball is where he didn't want to need to be.
Yeah, and then he miscued, so there's the end of that shot.
Well, it never would have happened if he would have stayed in line from the gate.
Yeah, but you know what? This player, this caliber, he's supposed to get out from there anyway, right from where he was too.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Right.
Right now we're seeing good stuff from him.
Absolutely.
He just made a mistake, which
Sure.
I'm sure everyone in the booth has made before, and I've seen Mika and other great players make as well. So it's a. He's allowed
Well,
to
like
make
I
a
said from the
mistake.
beginning, though, he's playing Mika. He can't afford to make these mistakes. So he's got to make all the right decisions. If Mika gets in a lead, how are you going to come back?
We got Johnny breaking in the back and Mika breaking in front here.
He came up dry.
Let's see if John makes the 7 since Mika came up dry. Now John's came high as well. Made another ball, but back here on this table looks like
You got those 3 balls to hide behind here, or maybe you send the cue ball down between the 4 and 9, just thin the one here.
How about just a cue ball behind the 9?
That's what I mean. Send the cue ball down.
Because the one will have, it's got 3 ball coverage right there.
Right.
Just barely hit it, just like
yeah,
that.
that was a good shot.
Oh, well, the wrong side here.
he might get him by the 4 with luck, but
Oh, he's got an edge. He's got the whole ball.
yeah, he was definitely trying to get him behind the 9.
Yeah.
I think he probably thought it was going to slide a little more, and it did.
Yeah, he had those 3 balls to keep it behind too, but it led out of that too. So he has a shot on the 1.
Can he see the whole ball?
Yeah, he can.
Oh, it looks like Mika's going for his jump cue, so I'm not sure.
Well,
he
you're
can,
not
guys.
allowed jump cues here.
I mean,
He might be
break
going
cue,
for his
yeah.
break cue to jump, right?
Break jump.
Oh, he's got to have to jump the edge?
So maybe he's only got to jump a partial of the ball, maybe?
Yeah, I thought he had the whole thing.
He's definitely jumping good.
Yeah, he's jumping the edge here. Well, he's got a shot on the 1.
Yeah, you can use the 4 to put the brakes on the cue too. So.
That would have worked nicely. That's laying pretty good for that too. Stop on that 4 ball.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt the 4 ball to push it up table a little bit either. A little closer to 3 and 5.
Yeah.
Might be a little easier to play position.
Well hit. Nice shot.
Yeah, now I'll be able to play the 4 in the corner a bit easier because the 8's not blocking it at all.
Oh, he's got to get to the 3, and that's got to get a long ways to get to the side pocket here.
He may be drawing straight back and play the 3 in the top right corner. Is that what he has here?
I think he can play it in the side, guys. But
Well, that's what I would try.
Can he get up there?
He might squeeze over by the 8 and play in the upper left, too. Well, he's going the whole way.
Oh boy.
A little roll.
You got to cut in the corner here.
I notice this guy, he likes to move the cue ball a lot.
He's going to lose his cue here. That's
Or he's going to end up with the 4-9 combo in the side. How would that be?
I mean, maybe he can go into the 8 and he might get that roll, but it doesn't have to land perfect. You know what
Right.
I mean? He
Yeah,
can
I
get in
understand.
trouble here.
I understand. He could be in worse shape here, but at least he can hit the ball because that draw shot he did was he really let the stroke out on it.
Maybe he can hit the bottom part
He's
of
just
the
coming
five and get the roll.
back and forth.
Oh, nice speedy hit. Well, he don't have the combo, but he's got a shot on the 4 in the upper corner. Nice shot. Now he's good.
Yeah, I think that was the right play. I think he took some time, made a good option, and came with it. So He'll probably just try to stay in the general area of the 4, so he's got a little angle to go over to the 6.
To come over, yeah. He just almost has to stop, right?
Yep.
No, Efren is not playing in this tournament. He's in Alabama.
Guys, I do believe Efren Reyes is scheduled for an exhibition match at Amsterdam Billiards. I think that was the case. I'm not sure if that's fallen apart or not with the COVID situation, but he was going to be at Amsterdam Billiards. So
he's going to be in the New York, Maryland, Virginia area in February.
Stand up 1 second.
He's coming by our place to do another exhibition.
Awesome. You've been having some guys do some straight pull runs at your place, right, Bobby?
Yeah, sure have.
Yeah, that's been awesome. I've been checking that out a bit. It's a good thing you got going on.
Oh, you
there.
want to sit?
We just got the next player coming in next week. I've been holding some schedule for him, and then he had a scheduling conflict. I got Jason Shaw coming in next week.
Perfect.
And he's going to stay for a week, get ready for the Derby, and then after that, it's just a flood of players that are going to be participating. So we're looking forward to it.
You going to be able to get Ruslan back in there? Because I know he
Yes.
had to leave a little early.
I think he's got to wait one more week for his second vaccine before they let him in the country, and he was having to travel to Europe to get it instead of Russia. And then he stays in the area, so he's gonna let me know his schedule, and I've got a few other guys waiting on schedule. Josh Filler is going to be playing for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. And SVB will be back in May.
What's the highest run so far in that in your room? Is it your high run, or has anyone beat it?
No. It's on the straight pool table. Shane ran 308.
Okay.
Scratched on the break. He took a break, and I told him, if you take a break, hit your break shot while you're still in stroke. He came back and hit it real hard and drew it all the way up in the upper corner. I'm not qualified to play in it. The qualifications as a world championship under your belt is the first set of qualifications for the first run of players. But and I wouldn't play my own event anyway. But the 308, Shane ran a 295 also, and a 266 and a 250. We thought it was 257. We went back to the tape. It was 253. Earl was just there and ran a 238 and a 218. Let's see. Ruslan he was scheduled for 6 days, and he told me, he said, before I start, I got to let you know I might not be able to stay but a couple days. So we let him play, and then while he's playing, he got the message he had to go back to Russia the next day.
Gotcha.
So he had 9 innings, and out of 9 innings, 3 were scrap, and then he had 6 over. Well, he had a 99 and 5 more over 100. His first inning, he ran 266. He had 2 266s scratched on both of them. Had a 210 scratched.
Okay.
So definitely a killer player.
Mika's got an interesting scenario here. He's pushing out, looks like to a jump shot.
To an in-between, maybe.
Yeah, this is a half ball jump, and one of them's going to grab the break cue.
Would you take this shot, or would you pass it?
You know, I jump very well full cue. I would actually take this.
Okay.
I like this shot. It's by no means a hanger, but I'm getting it 50, a little more than 50%. And Mika just hit it great, barely stayed up.
He had straight on the 2 if he made it too.
Yep. And that's the other thing. He had natural position. It wasn't like he made it and was going to be in a bad spot. So I kind of feel like he had to take it.
Well, I'll let my opponents know. I would have passed it, so if you ever want to make sure you have a jump shot, just push that out to me, and I'm going to let you shoot it.
That's good. Don't do that against Fedor. He'll drill it every time.
Yeah. With a full cue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's pretty sick, and I'm pretty strong with the full cue.
I thought Mika got that ball up pretty good with a full cue just now. Should have made it.
Yeah, he hit it.
I don't
well.
know how it stayed out. Okay, John Moore is changing size of breaking now. He went to the other side. See if he makes the wing ball or the 1.
He's looking to make the 7 here.
He didn't make either. I don't know if he got anything else.
Yeah, the 1 went low, so there must have been a gap, and the 2 or
And
the
the
9
9
is hanging.
Yes, the 9's on the jaws. I've noticed this guy really likes to move the cue ball around.
He's probably not a straight pull player.
I just have to butt in for a split second, guys. Hey, Mikey, Chad just bring me over a little gift. I just want to say thank you. I wish you were here, and I hope to see you right down the road. Mikey sent in a little donation, and he told Chad to give it to me. Thanks, Mikey. Talk to you soon, buddy. I hope you're feeling well.
Playing short side here, but drew right into the scratch.
The same thing. He shouldn't have been in that position, but after shooting that with a 3 ball, he was all over the place.
Yeah, Mika's loving this out. This is pretty much a roadmap. The biggest movement is going to be from the 8 to the 9, and he can be on the either side and get to the 9. So I don't see him having any issues here.
No, he's just got to decide if he's gonna roll it too far or too far, but all the way to the side, or just draw it and get straight to the 7. I would just try to get straight. Well, he's going the whole way. Well, great cue ball control though. Well, I mean, he's gonna make the 7 and probably send the cue ball 3 to 4 rails, get straight in on the 9.
Yeah, he's playing the natural 3-rail pattern. I like going to like the third diamond here, or 1 diamond from the pocket and coming back out. I don't think you can get deep enough to go the second diamond, because then you get underneath the 9 and you might get in trouble.
Well,
like that. That's why I go a little deeper towards the corner. But he's all right. You just got to avoid the side pocket scratch. Which you did easily.
Every time Mika has 3 or 4 balls on the table, I'm just going to say he's out. I think he's going to be a 99% rule most of the time, even though these table conditions are not very easy.
Okay, we got a tied set so far at 3-3.
Yeah, Bobby, I'll be right there.
I would say Awadi has played a little bit looser than Mika.
Well, no, without question. He actually should be winning.
Yeah, Mika's been playing well, but not favored after the break.
There's only one thing that Mika hasn't done good right now.
Break.
He hasn't made the balls on the break. If he makes a ball on the break, the match would be blanked right now.
Okay, just got the wing ball. You need shape on the 1.
Got it. Maybe sort of.
This is a tough shot, Bobby. I mean, yeah, he's got something, but this isn't a hanger. This isn't a.
He'll think about it and figure out the right decision. Guaranteed that.
Also, the 6 doesn't help. It blocks position to the 2.
The problem is he's going to push the 6 to the 3. So if he shoots the 1 and rolls into the 6 to hold for the 2 and hit the 1 with pocket speed, he's got to watch where that 6 goes.
I actually don't like slow rolling long greens here. I would hit this with a bit of pace myself, and sort of accept going into the 6, hoping I have the 2 in the side. Right now he got the 9 was in the way, or the 8 was in the way of the side pocket, but I don't feel like my pocketing's any good if I try to slow roll that 1. That's my dog speed.
Well, here hitting the left or right side of the 1 is really no good. This might be the one really you actually have to shoot for the shot, because there's really, unless you shoot the 1 to the 4 and just leave the cue ball by the 5, and then your other guy's going to play safe on you. This might be.
I like what he's looking at. He's trying to hit the 3rd diamond and put him behind the 6 there. If he can put the cue ball behind the 6, a short rail, long rail, short rail, and try to get it around the 6 and 9, he's got a good possibility of leading him safe. The 1's going to go towards the 4, kind of hold in that position. I'd play all cue ball here. Really try to hit that 3rd diamond on the long rail.
Try to get the cue ball by the 3 then.
Yeah, behind the 6, 9, and 8. Okay, he went deep.
He almost made that ball.
Went way deeper than he intended.
Such a tough safety. I think with the 2 in the open field, I think he should just went it for the bank.
You like banking it back at him in the upper
Well,
right
I mean,
corner?
that angle is just, that particular angle that was right there, I think is just hitting with pocket speed. He would have had a shot at 2 and gave himself a better chance to win than playing safe. Now, he hung the 1 in the hole, and good chance he's going to lose the game because Mika's don't make many mistakes. So Mika's got a very tough time from the 5 to the 6 here. That is about, there's balls are laying a little funny, like the 6 to the 8 too. But when he gets down that way, with those 3 balls left on the table, he's going to know what to do. So
you know what might help him here is to play the 2 and play position to go in between the 8 and the 9 and just tickle both those and get shape on the 4. I don't think he can get in trouble.
Well, he can just tickle just the 9.
Yeah, either or. But I'm saying like either one of those balls, if he moves either of them a little bit, then I think I'll have shape on the 4 and sort of solve that funny pattern.
Well, if he's going to do that, he should go with the center ball here. I don't think he's going to touch either one, but
yeah, he's just going to play position for the 6.
Yeah, see, if he can shoot the 4, then the 5, and get the cue ball about where it's at now for the 6.
Yeah, you can go 3 rails and try to hit the 3rd diamond.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
because then he could play the 6, 8, and 9, possibly even in the same hole. Wow. That's. I guess it can happen. These tables aren't as easy as they look, folks. But that's
With where he left it,
super rare from a guy like him.
there's very little chance he would have gotten shape on the 6 with where he left the cue. You know, that's probably because he missed the 4, but that was very tough where he left the cue to get on the 6 to get position to the 8. My guess is he would play towards the middle of the table, play the 6 and the 8 in the same pocket, so the 8 must go by the 9. Otherwise, he wouldn't have played that position. So we're going to see that now. They're going to play the 6, 8 in the left corner, is my guess.
Well, he's got to decide, is he's going to shoot this ball and hit the left rail and the right rail, or just bring it a little past center? Let's see he likes to move the cue ball a lot, so he might go 2 rails with the cue ball here instead of 1.
Yeah, I'd kill this, and I think you would too, probably.
Careful the side, too. Okay. So from here, it looks like the 8 goes where the 6 is going to go.
Yeah, 6 and 8 in the same pocket, I think.
This is a hard ball, maybe a little hold a little bit. You got to get the ball with a little drag in it. And definitely he's not going to draw into the 9. Well, I would think not.
I don't think he can from here. If he tried, I don't think he could hit the 9. That was a great shot.
Well, that was a good shot.
You know, that was a sweet stroke there to hold that so nicely. That was a very solid shot. And without any unexpected errors, it's going to be 4-4. And he's holding his own well, you know.
Mika really only made his first error. It's just been the break. In just that one shot, that's it. He hasn't made any other errors, you know.
All right, so trying to make the wing ball. Got very close. Looks like a good rack because the 9 ball didn't move at all. So, and when I say good rack, I'm not talking about the players. The table's a little rough to rack after a while with a standard rack, but I do believe Mika gave him a good rack. I suspect Mika is going to try to kick this behind the 3 and the 7. So he'll try to hit this really thick now. This is a little easier on old cloth rather than new cloth to get underneath that 7, so he may have to try something different. Not sure if he can get that angle to get it behind the 7 and the 3. Someone asked about Deshane. I don't believe Deshane is permitted to play in any Joss event. He had a little negative situation come out of that. But I don't really feel like Deshane is playing that much pool at the moment, enjoying a life with some other aspects. But back to this match here. Looks like Mika pushed out slightly to make that kick a little more inviting, and his opponent's just giving it back. And Mika's got to try to hit this as thick as possible, I believe, to get a good safety out of this. Now it's looking like he's going underneath the other way and going to kick the 1 towards the right side pocket. Try to put the cue behind the 7 and 3 that way. So saw a good option there, and I think that's a valuable lesson for those that are pushing out there. Smart play by Mika to give him a different kicking option since he couldn't get underneath the 6. Either way, he's trying to get the cue behind the 7 and 3 guys. While I have a moment, I'm going to thank the Traveling Mind, Kamui Products, Jacoby Custom Cues, Azala, and Narcoleptic Chalk Holders for their support. But back at this match, looks like Mika left his opponent a nice shot in the 1 here. And he didn't tie up to 3, so he's still looking good here. With this 2 ball, he'll want to find a window between the 7 and 4, or he could come back and play the 3-8 combination. If he plays the 3-8 combination, he's got to try to hold the 3 near that pocket so he can play position on it.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, some guys are talking about Deshane. Deshane's a great player, but he's not permitted to play in any Joss events.
I wouldn't even want to ask why. I don't know, and it's probably about right.
Yeah. All right, great shot there. He was able to get between the 7 and 4. Now he can play position for the 4-8 combination, and he should be able to hold the 4 in front of the pocket and play good position on the 4 with where the balls are laid out. He could even play for the 5 and the 4 in case it goes
the
down.
8's not completely in the jaws, so it shouldn't bounce out though. You don't want you don't want to be elevated on the 6. You should have thought about that a little more. So here it's very easy of losing the 4 or jarring both of them. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, hit it pretty sweet. Now he can come up for the 5. I think he can see the right side of the 4 and still get to the 5. So probably a half ball hit right to the middle of the table. Now he can draw up for the side pocket. Or come across for the upper left. He's got options here.
Yeah, he can bounce out a little past the table spot here, but he wants to make sure that he's cutting the ball on the 6 from the cue ball to the right side of it.
Yeah, he's playing side.
No, that's not me, Al. Just the jacket. Okay, well, that'll work.
All right, so he's looking great here. I suspect he'll be out here as often as Mika would be. This is pretty connected odd out.
Well, I'd have liked to kind of punch forward a tad more, but I think he's going to be okay. A little bottom right and kind of draw at the back rail, side rail, try to get straight to the 9. But it's a little steeper angle on this slick cloth.
I think he was trying to play position for the corner and got a little funny, so now he's got to play the side.
Well, I don't think he can go for the corner anymore, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think he rolled a little too far. He should be all right here, though.
Get a shot of a straight bottom.
Yeah, very natural shot there and well played. Good speed. Seems to be locking into the table really nicely. Maybe letting his cue ball go a little bit. He's reading the table a little better, you know?
Well, it's going to be 5-4. I did not know the score of the Mora match. I was asking, but you can go on AZ Billiards right on the front page. Go through the thing there. You see a picture of Earl. Click that, and there's live scoring, and it's always within one game. But I know I've seen John at the table quite a bit. So
yeah, I have to admit I haven't actually seen Kevin at the table yet. That's quite a powerful break. A beautiful shot John just played from the 7 to the 8. But back at this table, we got Bobby Chamberlain and Michael Yednek here in the booth for this Joss event. Eddie the Lock ran out on us, so it's just the two of us. He's got a pretty natural position on the 2. I think he's not too thin on the ball, but he's taking a little time, so it might be a little thin. In which case, he might have to play for the 2 in the same pocket as the 1. Yeah, he's doing that. He's
Good
playing the
call
2 in
there,
the same
yeah.
pocket.
don't get over the 8.
That'd be.
Well, he fell a little long here, so the 3 is going to be a little more factor. He's going to have to go into multiple rails, or he's going to have to whack it to the side rail and come out.
He could also play the 3 in the side
Looks
by
like
the 5.
he's going to just smack the cue ball to the side rail and come back out to the center. How'd he hit it? Really good.
You know, on that shot, he could actually just float it down for the 3 in the side. He had the 5 ball making a huge pocket, but I like how well he stroked the ball, so can't argue with his results.
Yeah, well, he slowed his pace down now from earlier, that's for sure.
Yeah, probably a little nervous to get going. You know, he is playing a world champion of every
multi-world champion. Yeah.
of every cue sport, except for maybe snooker and carom. But certainly 9-ball straight pull.
I think
10 ball,
Mika may have
one
won a world
pocket.
8-ball or something too, didn't he?
He just jarred the 6, Bobby. He just
Ooh,
jarred
wow.
the 6.
Yeah, he lifted up. And Mika won like a world 8-ball along with those two.
I think he won an 8 ball. I think he won a sudden death 7 ball. Whether that game should have ever existed doesn't really matter, but I think he won that too.
7-ball, is that like playing 3-ball or?
Yeah, might as well have been. Good stroke there by Mika, and Awadi just made a huge error there. That was a big game.
Those could be the errors that make you lose a match. Be careful.
Yeah, I am. He's playing some nice pool though overall.
All right, Johnny Archer's winning 7-2. Tyler Steyer and Brad Guthrie 4-4. Mike Tulhig and Bucky. Bucky's winning 4-3. John Moore is 5-1 over Kevin Clark. Fedor Gorst is 4-3 over Jimmy Rivera. Tight match there.
Yeah, Easy Beat TV guys, or Easy Billiards. You can get all these scores. Someone asked if this was a seeded event. No, it's not seeded. Random draw, and anyone can play. So it's not, how should I say it? It's basically first come, first serve. He doesn't hold spots for players of a certain caliber.
Yeah, and it was a 128-player field. It was full. There was people waiting to get in, and some players could not make it. Quite a few of the Americans couldn't make it. No Billy, no Sky Woodward, and no Shane.
Yeah, no, Sean Morgan actually plays out of Amsterdam Billiards, and he wasn't able to come through either. A lot of places are a little short-handed, so he had to put some extra work in for Amsterdam to make sure that they were covered. So
No Filipino champions that I know of in the tournament. We do have a Russia champion. He won a world title 2 years ago, Fedor Gorst. One of the most recent 9-ball world champions.
Jason Shaw is here. John Moore just came off a big win in New Jersey.
He's playing good, yes.
Thorsten Holman, always a contender. Yeah, there's a lot of beasts out there. A lot of them in this tournament.
Thorsten is winning 5-1. I just saw that. No shocker.
It seems like whenever Mika step into the table, it's not an easy situation. You know what I mean? Like he's either got to push out or do a jump shot or something.
And he's in a tight scored match. I mean, he's going to have to carry him through the 8s, but he's got to get the 1 down or somehow play safe. And it looks like he wants to shoot at this ball. The 6 should cover the side pocket scratch going across with the cue ball.
Yeah, and he played that the way that you're supposed to. You slightly overcut that in case you miss. Sometimes you leave him safe. He hit it a little firm, though, to get the built-in safety. But this is still no hanger. He's got to get on the right side of the 2.
Oh, if you hit the cue ball right by the 6, he should be fine. He's got to make
For the carom?
Yeah,
I think he's got to get all the way to the rail.
He went for the breakout. Wow, he hit that ball with inside English 58. Well, now you know what he's got to do now. Is that 2-ball froze?
It might be. He's definitely he's got to hit this a lot different if it's
Yeah, he
frozen.
pulled out the rest, so let's see what happens here. Where's the 2 going to go? He can't hit it hard. It's a little farther than he wanted to be.
Yeah, he might just duck and put him behind the 9-4 with the cue ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Or he could play aggressive and try to keep at this match. I don't see control in the cue, and he'd have to play a long shot in the 3 again. So I'm myself ducking here, putting both balls by the middle diamond, putting the 2 up in the top middle diamond, and putting the cue.
He's digging at it.
This is a little too aggressive, I think.
I would keep a level stroke no matter what I did here unless I'm shooting. I don't know, even shooting the ball. I don't like this at all.
He was trying to play safe. I don't know why he dug so much.
Yeah, I mean, that was more should have been cue ball, not the ball itself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played safe there. He wouldn't have missed it by that much. Unless he miscued. Another opportunity where Mika was in a bad spot, but then his opponent gave him a good spot, like missing the 6-ball last rack. Missing in the end with the problem solved is not what you want to do against Mika for sure.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb like I'm always going to do with Mika's at the table. and I'm going to say he's out. I'm going to say it every time.
Yeah, Mika played for a nice Z pattern to get up for the 5.
Just don't want to fall perfectly straight. The
Yeah, he'll be
back row
underneath
will be fine.
He might have to play for the 6 in the side now instead of the corner if he got too thin. And that's a little challenging speed control.
Oh.
Yeah, he played for the side, and came a hair short, but this is natural. Go to the short rail and back up. Pure draw stroke. Doesn't need to put any English on or anything. Well, he went around the 9 instead. He did that to keep a level cue. Mika, Thorsten, and myself all are house pros at Amsterdam Billiards in New York City. He doesn't teach much, to be honest. He usually goes there to practice and do some business stuff, but he's not really, he doesn't really teach that often out of Amsterdam. Primarily myself, Michael Yednek, and Thorsten Holman teach out of there. We also have Sean Morgan that also teaches out of there. I believe Bobby would agree that Mika does qualify for that straight pull challenge if you wanted to go.
I haven't spoke to him yet, but definitely going to have a conversation with him.
Yeah, he fits in that category.
Did you have a piece of cake that size for me? Yes. Yeah, the qualifications is a positive attitude and a world championship. I just had Earl there. That was a iffy, but I don't know what to say. I'm not going to say the wrong thing, of course, but we have a committee. I'm going to let you know, Mike, there's 5 people on the committee. And so that way I'm not playing favoritism. Everybody votes on the players.
Right.
And when the vote came to me, I was the 5th person. It was 3 in favor, 1 against. So my vote wouldn't have mattered no matter what happened. Even though I'm the promoter, I do it fairly. But I did want him to come in, and he did. He did handle himself great, better than expected. Sometimes with Earl, you don't know what you're going to get. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
I don't think he knows what he's going to get. But
I'm not going to
say this. Let me say this. I think Earl's one of the greatest players to ever play pool, and for that, I truly respect him as a player. But yeah.
I know me and you are going to say the same. I'm not going to say nothing, but I'm going to tell you, he handled himself great. He was happy. He left with a wad of cash, and he had a great time. He had fun, and he's itching to come right back. How about that? So.
That's good. That's good.
Look at a 6 ball. If he gets a 6, that'll win the game there if he could get behind it. Oh, it's just slightly short maybe.
Yeah, I think he got him, though. I think he's got to go a couple of players over. Someone's saying Mika's rich. I don't think any professional pool player is rich. It's a nice thought, but.
Well, we had this conversation.
It's cute.
Me and a friend of mine had this conversation, and we said, we started off by saying, can you name 5 pool players that have $100,000? Without naming any names. It was close, but we knew it. Then we said,
5.
All right. Then the next subject was, can we name 3 that are millionaires?
Yeah, that would quickly cut that off, and then there are probably only 5.
Well, I don't consider myself a pool player, so not too much. So.
No, I'm talking about people that make a living playing pool.
Right. Yeah, and that's not me.
No.
Just want to say thank you, Chris Williams. Thank you. Appreciate it for your generous donation. Thank you so much, Chris.
Yeah, guys, this tournament, Turning Stone Classic, has been going on for a very long time, as you can see, and they're not certain about this next season. So if you guys take a moment and send Turning Stone a comment about how you like the stream and how many people it's reaching. Yeah, hashtag Turning Stone. It'd be good for the tournament, and I certainly would love to see this go on another 20 plus years. So please take the time to do that if you guys can. But back here, Mika's got ball in hand here, thanks to his nice safety, kick safety on the 6.
See this picture, Bobby? I'm going to blow up right in front of you.
All right. Kenny Kerner. What a nice guy that guy is. Humongous collector.
People think of
I'm going to tell you what. Vinyl foil terminals. I'm going to tell you what's sick when you put that up talking about copper.
So Mika is trying to play position between the 8 and 9, I believe. I think that's the safest way. Otherwise, he's going to go down to the short rail. I don't see him shaking his head or anything, so he must have gotten good on this ball. Now with the 7, he's either going to want to get very thick so he can draw back, or play position and get out to the left side so he can Z it over. I like the Z pattern, and so does Mika, so he's going to Z back towards the 8 ball, going long rail, long rail. He wants a little angle on the 8, so he'll probably play a little higher on the table rather than down underneath the 8. Yeah, he wants to stay above it so he's not straight. If he got straight, he'll just draw back to where his hand is and out, which he did. He made sure he overhit it rather than underhit it. That gives him options, but landed a little bit squirrely. I think he's going to cut it in the right pocket. And when you're cutting that, if he hits that a little soft, it'll lean towards the short rail. But that was a nice cut by Mika. He probably played to overcut it a little to account for that throw effect. You know, when there's collision like that, you can get it to kind of throw down to the short rail. So you want to overcut that a little bit. A lot of guys do like to play that in the left corner there, as long as there's no scratch. So Mika did have options on that particular shot. And that's sort of a feel scenario.
Mr. Yetnick, how are you, my friend?
Splendid, sir. Did we lose Bobby?
You had to do a 10-100.
Looks like Mika's going to try to play the 1 in the side and the 7 in the lower left corner. Let's see how this goes for him.
Wow, that one went long.
7 went high, was able to slam a ball in. Got a little fortunate. And, the 1 to the 2 is a struggle.
Thread the needle, go back and forth and shoot the 2 in the upper right-hand corner. What do you got here?
Either that or try to hit the 2.
Or try to go underneath it and shoot it this way?
Underneath, I think there's a scratch, but if he can hit the 2, he might get a good roll.
You don't want to play might with Awadi.
Yeah, Mika's on the hill, though, and he wants to keep Awadi in the chair.
He's probably going to thread the needle, though, back and forth.
Between the 8 and 2?
Yeah, I think so.
It's going to require some outside English. He's going to have to judge it really well. It's in Mika's arsenal, but not in most mortals.
Well, if he comes up real shy, he can play the combination if he has to.
He's going to have to play a combination on the 3-7, too, looks like. Yeah, this table's not an easy out, guys. He's going to have to work for this this final game. If he can make this his final game. This one sort of dictates.
Well, if he does make the 2 in the upper right-hand corner, Mike, he did bump it like you said. He took a shot.
You know, there were a lot of good things that could happen there, and he hit it just on the lower side. If he hits it just on the upper side, he's all right. But
yeah, you got to know it. You got to know the table, though. You know, you got to be real confident in your stroke. You don't want to guess it.
Right, right.
I mean, he is a world champion. But, you know, he's in a predicament now.
Well, he's still at the table, though. And
yeah.
Mika at the table is always dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe if the 8's on the way, maybe he can go for the bank. Mika does bank very well. He could also try to put the cue behind the 3 or the 7. Looks like the 3.
He might be able to just draw back off of this, bank this, past the 8, like you said, and play short to the bottom rail with it. Oh, this is careful.
He's trying to get him behind the 3 here.
See, you got to be real careful. That's a small ball, Michael.
No, I agree. It's not a huge ball, but
I like banking it towards the 4 and using the 8. In other words, keep the 2 above the 4.
yeah, I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
Well,
gonna
I
try
like
something.
behind the 5 somehow.
Yeah, I like that too, but you got to hide it.
The shot of the match, maybe.
Good shot. Good call.
Unless he can hit the rail there.
Even if he can hit it, he has the pocket blocker with the 4. That was a very, very smart shot Mika played there.
At the right time, too,
Yeah, he's kind of. Oh, the score was off. I thought it was 8-5. Sorry, guys. The score's back down to 7-5. So I didn't think he was on the hill that
Yeah,
quickly.
the 3 doesn't go.
Well, that was not very good. So
3 doesn't go, and now he can play position on the corner or the side. Probably the corner. Same corner as the 2, I think.
he's fell straight here. Or he didn't fall. It got left to him straight.
He can probably cheat the pocket a little to the left side. Yeah, and get to the 3. He came short again. That's a little brutal. You know what? He's going to try to put him behind the 7 here, I think. Thin the 3 and put the cue behind the 7. He's got a couple ways he can do that, but that's probably his best option.
You talking about thinning the top of the ball and going back across the rail?
Yeah, he can thin the top of it and try to get the cue ball back near this corner.
How about just banking it back up past the 8? Oh, I didn't. Oh, he didn't have that. That was a tough angle. Well, he hit the 5, wasn't so bad.
Yeah, he had to create something there from nothing, and he did.
Well, he's smart.
It's the experience of Mika. That's one of those rare shots you're going to see where I don't think many players would have seen that shot.
Well, here's a shot where he should have banked that 1 before. Now this is a tough safety. What's he going to do?
Looks like he's trying to drag it behind the 5.
He's going to barely hit it or something? That's too hard no matter what he does unless he hits the ball. If you don't hit the 5, yeah, see, he didn't hit the 5. Well, he didn't do too terrible, but at that point he would have been better off just shooting at the ball.
Yeah, I question whether your bank went past the 4. The 4 is a pretty big ball there.
Yeah, no, but the 3 was out. The 3 was by the diamond.
Okay,
It would have gone.
Well,
I know one thing. The 3 banked in the side just now.
everything goes now. Mika's really just got to focus and make sure he makes the balls. Don't get behind the 8. No, he's
As
right.
always, I'm always going to say he's going to be out.
Well, he had 5 balls this time. You said after 3 balls. Now
Well, actually, he had
5
6 balls. The 3, the 4.
Yeah, but you waited till after he made the 3 before the statement, which was fair because that was missable.
Well, I had to wait till after the 3.
Of course, of course.
I didn't know if he was playing safe. What it is. I didn't know he's going to lightning bank it in. Looked like he was banked the 3 like it was hanging in a hole.
Mika actually banks very well for someone who hasn't won the bank pull or the 1 pocket event.
Yeah, probably.
I think that he's quite an exceptional banker. I wonder if he's never won the Derby, right? The 1 pocket Derby? I don't think so. That's probably his last mission, win a major 1 pocket. He's won everything else. Okay, now we're at 8-5, guys. Sorry about that. I think it said 8-5, and I was reading what was said. So
that's a hill now, and breaking.
yeah, Mika's on the hill.
This game was 5-5, so Awadi was in the game and made a couple of mistakes. Of course, Mika capitalized it.
Guys, looks like on the other table, I've only seen Kevin racking, so I think John's been putting on a little clinic over there.
7-2, Mora. Torson's breaking again on the next table, even farther down. Archer's in another war. Don't know what the score is, but let me see if I can find out. He's not picking lint right now, so he should find
Okay,
out what the
Mika's
score
playing
is.
the 4 and the 1. 1 the side, 4 in the corner. 4 went straight in.
Oh
and
my
it
gosh,
got
the
kicked.
2 hit the cue ball multiple times to force it in. What a bad roll that was.
That's a horrible roll for Mika. Great roll for his opponent, and he has to capitalize. He's got no option now.
Well, the ball didn't scratch. Mika would have had a shot in the 1, and I think the match could have been over.
Right, exactly. Me, Warren just got on. Hey, May. I said me, but it's May. Mika's been playing strong. You could be very proud if you choose. But let's see what Awadi has here.
Archer's up 8-5. 8-5, and at the table, looking to close it out.
Okay, nice position here. You can cut it and come in between the 3 and 5 well.
Johnny Moore is up 8-2, breaking for the set.
He's got nice position here to come right between those balls.
Careful.
Now the ball slid a little bit, so he needed to check it with a touch of inside, or he might have tried to check it and it just not caught with the new cloth.
He definitely was shooting for the inside of the 5, not the outside.
Right. But he's all right here. And both players, as I said before, are sponsored by Mez, and Mika's also sponsored by Town.
I liked a little bit more angle there, so that way you can utilize the rails more. He's gonna have to do a little something here. He wasn't gonna have to do. Well, he hit it great, but I mean,
He loves to do that, but
yeah, he does. I mean, that could have caused a lot of problems, and then
could have scratched. A lot of danger there, but he hit it well and got a good result. So good on him.
I don't know if he can just punch this, or he's gonna have to go a little quick 2-railer with a follow-through. It looks like he's gonna punch it.
He's got to make sure it doesn't slide forward and scratch if he was doing your shot. And on new cloth, that is more dangerous.
How about just draw out?
Bayshore Billiards is watching. They got it up on the big screen. Just give them a big shout out to Bayshore Billiards.
Bayshore Billiards in Long Island is scoping this stuff out. Thank you, Bayshore.
Just got their picture. They're watching the stream.
Oh, Bayshore Billiards, okay.
Yeah, Long Island crew. I actually went there my first time a couple weeks ago. Enjoyed the room very much. Shout out to Steve Kurtz and that crew there. The Traveling Mind actually took me there to work on playing some different players and experiencing some new table conditions.
Is that the room that Steve Peisner owned?
Ooh, it was my first visit, so I'm not sure about the owner. That does sound like that could be possible, but I'm not certain.
Yeah, real nice guy. Own an oil company, big Q collector. I thought he owned that one.
It's possible.
And that's over where Pete Tascarella is from.
Hey guys, I'll do a quick shout out to Jacoby Custom Cues, Kamui, Azala, Narcoleptic Chark Holders, the Traveling Mind. All those guys have been helping me. Appreciate it. Partners, sponsors. Thank you. My friends out there on the internet watching this match. Guys, I'll be sharing this all week. If you want to just tune in my Facebook, I'll be sharing anything Al does. Probably for life, but especially while I'm in the events. He always does great stuff.
All right, thanks, Ken, for the information. There's another guy, Ken Carter.
Oh, wow.
Good player, big collector.
Huge collector. Great cues. Custom cues.
That Steve Peisner had a collection that was unbelievable. I'm sure Ken would let you know that. Wow, that guy really had a humongous collection.
Well, if Mika gets on the correct side of this 2 and nice and close, he should be able to get good from the 2 to the 3, and then the rack looks pretty
match is
simple.
This match is over.
Well, now you're calling it really early.
This is Mika. It is over.
My high run is 127. I won't be participating in the World Challenge. But I have a lot of 100-ball runs in straight pull. I love straight pull. I do a little tutorial on my Facebook page for straight pull. I love straight pull. It's one of my favorite games for sure.
There's a lot of guys that are going to be participating. Their high run is barely 200. The idea is that a lot of guys have never tried. You know, I mean, I just talked to Fedor Gorst, and he said, I've only gotten 200 a couple times because I never tried. You know,
Albin's got to be someone well, I don't say gotta, but he'd be nice to see play.
Yeah, but he's another guy just never tried. Look at Filler. He's another guy never really tried. I mean,
I think Albin's tried.
Filler told me he runs 200 every day he practices on a 4 1/8 inch pocket, and he quits exactly at 200. He never goes any farther.
Right.
He said just one time he felt like he extended, and he ran 310. There's a lot of guys that, I mean, just in talking about that, but I mean, just to bring up the greatest of all time, Mosconi. Literally, because he did it for 15 years, ran 100, 125, 150 in exhibitions. He probably had 8 to 10. If it would continue, there's no telling what.
Hold on. Mika just got in trouble here, so we gotta.
Well, he's going to stretch for it.
This.
Well, the 8's on the 8 goes past the 9. He's going to be fine. He might have to shoot this left-hander with a bridge.
Yeah.
He's fine.
All right.
We're talking about Mika.
Is he?
Who's that?
Bobby.
Who's Izzy?
It's one of my favorite players, and he hung the 7.
Damn it, Bobby. PG-13. Okay. Darn it, Bobby. All right. So Mika's keeping his opponent alive a little bit here, and Mika's apologizing to the pool gods, and Mika or Bobby's apologizing. But you know, that can happen to anybody, and he was stretching, and I feel like he should have taken a little extra time on that shot once he settled on the shot, you know, and I think he kind of just went down and shot it. But all right, this game just got a little scarier, so or a little more exciting, depending on how you feel.
Eric, I don't know what any stats like that. I mean, table conditions matter a lot. I mean, if they're not going to break 100 every time if they're playing on a tight table or a diamond or something. I mean,
or if it's humid, there's a lot of conditions,
wet conditions
that can really make straight pull tough. I've run many 100-ball runs. I've never hit 200, never gotten over 127. Haven't really tried, to be honest. I was hoping to break 200 this year, but I played one straight pull tournament this year. It's not like I'm playing straight pull every day like I'd like to, but all my tournaments are 9-ball or 10-ball.
I used to practice every day to run 100 and quit. Look at this.
That's the way.
To the hill now.
To make it hill. Wow.
I used to play every day to run to 100, and I almost never let myself down when I played it, and rarely continued as many times as I should have, but I had a high run of 311, and the June before last I finally beat it and ran 339 on a Conley Ultimate table. But when the run ended, I was so glad. I was so exhausted. You got to be in physical shape to run that many balls.
Thank you, Matt Dolan, for your donation. Thank you. Appreciate it. Much appreciated.
These younger guys, Filler and Fedor and somebody like Torsten. I mean, they could probably play pool for 3 days in a row in physical condition, Hill, they just said good luck to each other.
I'm sure Mika's.
Is it Hill or 8-7?
Yeah,
no, he made a 9 on the break just now.
And there goes the 1.
Mika got punished for that 7-ball.
I'm just going to say this. Mika definitely gave him a good rack. He made the wing ball on the 1-ball.
This is the key shot right here to win this match.
Look at
That was pretty classy, Mika, though. A lot of guys would slug you on the hill.
That just gives Pool a bad name.
That's not Mika's not going to do something.
No, I'm just saying that's a world-class Mika there.
If you guys are just coming up, don't do that. Just rack them up.
Yeah, Mika took his time, gave him a good rack, and now if his opponent
let me tell you
plays
something.
Great,
the guy never checked the rack either, so he knew.
I mean, if he's going to cut this 2-ball here, he's going to have to really hit it with full enough. I mean, he's going into the 9. I see a scratch here potentially.
Well, it's really hard to draw the ball here. The 3 is close to the hole if he can find a gap between the 6 and 5 and pocket that. The problem is he cutting the 2 either way. He risks the cue ball.
He's got an opportunity anyway. I mean, if he wants to play safe, right?
I think he's going to try to draw this ball and come back out toward the center of the table. Well, he's got to pocket the 2 first.
Yeah,
and try to get a shot in the 3.
If he can pocket the 2 and go between the 9 and the pocket, I think that's the move with follow.
I think he's going to keep the ball above the 4. I think he's just going to come one rail out. and really
That's what he's
juice it
going to
up.
try to do, but I don't think he can get it, Bobby.
Well, I don't think so on this slick cloth. Mike might know. He's played on this cloth.
It's a little
you think
thinner
he can hold
cut.
the ball?
I mean, he can definitely draw it above, but this is so much tougher jacking up and drawing than it is
Well, if
five.
he does, you got to be careful that the 5 ball don't block the 3.
See, he couldn't
Oh.
do it.
He lost a lot there.
He was on the rail.
He could have, but he didn't.
He was on, he was on. He was
This
too
is-
close to the rail.
This
Yeah,
is
the jack
really
up.
close. He's
Well,
gonna
you
have
jack
to,
up and you make it even harder.
He's going to have to hit the 6 for the 2 to go in, maybe.
Now-
And he's got a tough. He's all the way across the rail. He's going for this shot. There ain't no safety here. He is shooting.
How does he play position to the 3 guys? He's going to go 2
Well, if he
off
hits
the
it-
rail
if he
into
hits
the
a
6. 6 is going to tie up with the 3 because it's not going to have that much momentum unless he hits it hard, and then he's going to lose
Well,
the 3
maybe
ball.
he'll have a combo on the 3-6. Maybe the 6 will bounce a little harder. I mean, right now, what's the options? I don't think safety's one, unless he wants to play a carom on the 6, and we know that ain't gonna happen because he can risk scratching.
I kind of agree that he can't
Can
play
I tell you what the
maybes.
shot's going to be now?
Yeah, you talk,
guys-
you talk. Come
You
on
know,
now.
you guys must have followed Earl Strickland's rules. He said, anytime you're a commentator, mention every possibility, you'll never be wrong. But there's,
All
only,
right,
there's only one shot
2
here.
ball, 3 rails on the side, and play
No, he's
shape,
playing
right?
the straight end ticky behind the 6. That's what he's going to attempt.
Well, I think we all called that out. It's just where's the 6 going with the 3?
I heard
If
3
he ties
rails.
the-
He might hit it clean in the pocket.
He played the carom. Nice
Well,
shot.
I said it's a possibility, but I just didn't see
Now
him
look at
playing
the 3-7, though.
it. Well, that could be a match-winning shot there. That was fantastic.
That was an incredible shot.
I'm not calling anything from here out there.
And he still wasn't able to get perfect shape on the 3.
That was a
or the
perfect
2.
call, Bobby.
No, yeah, but
You
I'm,
said he wouldn't play the carom.
I said it's a possibility, but I wouldn't think so. But I'm not calling anything from here out.
Oh, because of the last hang up of the 7 ball?
We're not talking about that anymore.
Okay.
That cost 2 games.
What does he do, Mike? Just slide forward a little bit or try to draw for the combination?
Yeah, he accepted the combination.
Yeah.
I like that. This
3
is
to-
it.
This is a lot of work, this last match. They say the first game is the hardest to win and the last. This is the last. And notice the 3 will be up table, the 4 down table. He's got work. He's got work. You got to make sure he has holes angles.
This is why Mika's a world champion, though, because he
Oh,
gets out in
absolutely.
these situations. you
Well,
know?
here's the question here. Do you punch it or do you use multiple rails and bring the corner into play? Like a high right.
Yeah, 2 rails inside or 3 rails.
He's got to have good speed. And the 4's not really close to the hole, so don't want to fall straight.
He's got to be careful. He's trying to come into the left side short because
He's gotta
that 9 ball is
decide.
big.
He's got to decide.
Okay, I'm going to try not to speak here, but do you guys like pure follow or follow with right? I think I like a pure follow here so he doesn't bring that scratch into play.
Oh, I'm hitting the ball with
Top right?
Yeah, definitely. Probably.
Why the right? Don't you think that
Yeah, but
brings
I'm
the
gonna-
corner in play?
But I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it high, right, instead of like a draw right.
Spinning short?
Instead of like a middle. Well, the problem is you want to stay away from the 9.
Yeah, you want to scratch, but he hit it perfectly.
And
He lands
as
on
long as
the
you
rail,
don't
he'll
fall
have
in
angle.
straight.
And that's what a true champion does.
That's what I said. Don't fall straight, and he's fine. He don't like this angle. I can see him. I don't know if y'all can see his expression, but off camera, he's not happy. He's going to have to take a long shot, guys, on this 5 ball.
You know
The
what I'm
crowd is accumulating out here along the side. They're like 4 and 5 feet deep.
I'm gonna have people burying me after this, but I might play the 4 and just pocket the 4 and purposely play the 5 thin, missing it, and playing a safe on the 5 and bring the cue ball back up table and purposely missing the 5.
Yeah,
I like
Mika
that.
just fired you, Mike.
No. Like I said, if I can't get out, then I would have just accepted the 5, but I would have played safe. I wouldn't have tried to go for it. Not
Well,
hill.
I don't know what angle he had. It looks like he must have had some because he was able to hit the ball above the point drawn out.
Well,
the
it's
side
not
rail.
over yet.
No.
But if I wanted anybody shooting a long shot like this, it would either be Jason or Mika.
Sure. He's going to jerk the cue ball here.
Yeah, jerk the cue ball right to perfect position.
How you like it now? I just
Sorry.
break my cue down and go home, right, Mike? I mean, it's over.
Yeah, shake his hand and
Did they shake hands already?
no.
Oh,
That would take a lot of relief off Mika, but as long
Yeah.
as he doesn't skid, he'll be all right. And it
Wow.
did skid a little. It did skid
Wow.
He
a little.
Wow.
4-railed it.
yeah, wiped its feet going in,
You know
that's
what?
for sure.
That sure was an exciting match. You know, I'm sure Mika is glad that's over.